On a count of three, we love you. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you.
Holy shit. Thank you guys. God damn, I don't think I've ever had that many people say happy birthday to me at once. I don't even know most of you either. That's just, you guys are like, oh, alright, I guess we'll sing. That's only to whoever said that. So, here we go. I'm not good at like witty banter and talking to a crowd and shit. I kind of like just go up here and do poetry. So, this is called Generation Next. Well, I ain't got no time to waste. And I'm so busy trying to define time and space that I can't comprehend the words. Find your place. I'm sorry, I met a Pisces today. She told me to go out and make some mistakes as long as I don't make them so bad that I can't take them away. I'm feeling like a paper mache that's tasting the rays of the sun when it's soaking up the dewdrops on a day that it rains. I'm falling apart and it just gets colder and Mama please, I don't want to get older and I don't want my daughter to get older and let's just be real. I don't want her to grow up. Cause I'm having a hard enough time trying to keep her from no one corrupt. Cause this motherfucker's been taking chunks out of us. And I know quite a few people that have stomached enough. And I know quite a few people that are ready to erupt. And I know quite a few people that are ready to blow until we're as spiteful, as angry, as pissed off, and as vengeful as the people we oppose. Corrupt just snuck up on us like a cloak, wrapped up in its veil until we're ready to choke. And the sad part is, it did it all under our nose. Human instinct. This is what plagues us all. But I'm fully capable to make it unmistakable that I'm just trying to change who I am. So I write until my paper's full and hope that I can save a soul, but I can only do all I can. But damn, I still feel bad when I want to give Liddell the last dollar I have because she's cold and she's homeless and it's getting real bad. But I can't. And I say this to her face with a $100 phone in my hand. And I wonder why she just doesn't understand that I've been doing all I can to keep my feet outside the land when everything beneath me is just molten lava, ash. Help me. I'm sinking in my past. I'll face the board alone, but I'll never stand a chance when they all want a piece, but nobody want to ask. So yeah, I'm stressed, and I'm in way over my head. I'm a good man in massive debt with a small damsel in distress, and I'm feeling like a fucking peasant. And these fees are fucking relentless. And now I'm feeling resentment. So yeah, I'm gonna question your intentions on a trust nobody policy. Because while the government's out to get me, society's already gotten me. It's awful we topple dreams based off of prophecy. I'm awful keen on sweating small things because the grand scheme is simply too enormous to see. I'm solely focused on an ever-changing scene as I watch a small child grow right in front of me. And I'm expected to change the world. Well, I'm sorry, I'll get to that, but first I gotta raise a girl. Then I gotta raise a woman. And she's gonna have questions about all this shit, and I see it coming. So for the sake of her, for the sake of all generations that are gonna walk this earth, can we please just get it together? Be the change you want to see and see things for the better. Help a human being in need and change the world forever. One is all we'll ever need. Let's stand as one unfeathered. Shoulder to shoulder to shoulder. Before the gates of hell. Over and over and over. We will hold them off ourselves until we could trust again. Thank you. Thank you. So I got you guys. You guys feeling good?
Yeah!
Right. You guys feeling like you made a good choice when you came here tonight?
Yeah!
Cool. Alright, yo. This next one's called Raw. This is like my crowd pleaser, so. Here we go. How are we gonna find a profit when it's illegal to stand on a corner? And everybody's crazy and decent, still sitting on the border of genius and insane. Before seasons had a name and the sky had a color, we were at each other's throats, out killing one another. Nothing separates a man better than a rival. Nothing makes us hunt for more better than survival. And it's awful. It's so goddamn bad that we bring God into the system like an out-of-work dad, and it's sad. It's so fucking sad. And calling it depression like it's a goddamn fad, well, I call it lack of communication. It takes an afternoon to raise the sun, so time and effort can heal wounds over nearly everyone, and knowledge reigns supreme. Rich man's deeds fund poor man's dreams, till poor man gets an education and entertains his needs. But we're angry, we're all so angry, but nobody's changing. We keep our bandages beneath our bones, which our skin is going around. Watch out. I got a head like a mushroom cloud, a temper like a python, a voice like a suplex with the range of a pipe bomb. So I put it to a book and I write it down on paper, written on my fingernails to peel it off for later. I need that raw feel, that real touch, and it ain't all good until it all sucks. Opportunities offer me to redefine my luck. It's sawed off throat box, hand on the pump, lifting on a nosebleed, tissue in the trunk. If we give it to him once, we gon' give it to him raw. And I'm over pessimistic if you're under analytical. I'm counting down my days, shit, I got it down to a decimal. Until then, I'm counting down my range, shit, I got it down to a decibel. But I'm still afraid of bees, and stage fright just really ain't a thing. And thank God for Joy, Jeff, Dro, and Mike for giving me a place. I thank y'all for giving me my space. I thank my mama for giving me a brain, but I thank me for giving me a name. Ain't shit changed except every single thing. Everybody's different, that's what makes us all the same. So if I can relate, then why would I hate? Time is a weight pushing down upon us all. We get crushed into this position till we learn how to crawl. Stand, run, jump, and play. There is no tomorrow because we barely have today. And these buried alleyways rarely have a place till we reach inside our memories and carry them all away. But until Atlas shrugs and puts a seam into the sky, I'll carry the weight of the world if only for a night. Shit. I don't think it's right. So, one thing about like practicing stuff is like I got 15 minutes and I didn't realize how short my poems were. So I was like, fuck, I gotta figure out what to say in between that shit and talk to the crowd. And I was like, fuck that, I'll just come up here and talk about how lost I am at doing this stuff. So,
Happy birthday!
Thank you. But I no way a professional in any kind of way, I guess. This next one is called Too Bright for Adults.
Yeah!
This one's awesome. This is really just, you know, when you go out there and, you know, you have a kid and you put something out in the world, even if you're just, you know, adult figure to a child, you know, play with your kid, teach them stuff, you know, lessons, like do stuff with your kid. Don't just be an idle fucking parent, you know. Misty is the only one who agrees with me. Straight up, like, interact with your kids. Don't just throw them an iPad and walk away, you know?
Right.
All right, here we go. When I lived with 4 hyperactive kids, I could pretend to be anything that I wish. We could all be fish just trying to swim and live, and I could be the biggest and baddest fish that there is. Or we could all be tree high, invisible to the naked eye. And you can't catch me unless you got boots that enable you to fly, or a fierce battle cry that knocks me out the tree line. But I got the master design as I land just like a feline. And they taking out my beehives, so now I'm making beelines and stinging for your beehive. This is really what I do when I get some free time. My nephews and nieces and me will often turn off the TV, go outside, armed with their minds, play all day long. The neighbors be thinking that something is wrong. We're running and jumping, our fingers are guns, the best weapon we got is imagination. Now 2 spies with huge eyes try to find our base in the mountainside, but hadn't realized that we laid out traps before they arrived. So we sat back and laughed, but to our surprise, they had foolproof boots that fooled my guys. So naturally I yelled attack and hit him with a tree branch and stood in each stance and activated my shield with lightning bolts in each hand. Saw the high priestess attacked her with my demons, then Amy flies in and hits me with her phoenix. But us demons had never been defeated, so we said, neener, 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 and conjured up a creature. Half shark, half man, half alligator. So I said, peace and see you later, disappear just like a tracer. My nephews and nieces and me will often turn off the TV, go outside, armed with our minds, play all day long. The neighbors be thinking that something is wrong. We're running and jumping, our fingers are guns, the best weapon we got is imagination.
Yeah!
But my favorite game to play is zombies eating brains. Are you living or you dead? You better make that choice today. Now, if you're on the zombie side, well, your base resides on the opposite lines of us humankind, but us human guys be aiming down the sight. Right between the eyes ought to put them down right. Yes, once in the head, you better make sure it's dead now. I know it's just pretend, but it's up and on my leg. I got deteriorating skin and a couple missing limbs. I am the living dead, but I ain't dead yet. I'm here to infect with childlike intent. We are the living fun, and our fun will never end. My nephews and nieces and me will often turn off the TV, go outside, armed with our minds, play all day long. The names will be thinking that something is wrong. We're running and jumping, our fingers are guns, but swift will be God's imagination. Alright, this last one. I got room for one more. This is called, Let's All Chill the Fuck Out. That's what it's called. You guys know how to go woo-saw. Perfect. Got the whole room to do it. Awesome. I think that's the first time everybody did it. Alright. Here goes. Tired of being in a paper chase at the rate and pace of a paperweight and a tumbleweed, while I watch Big Brother dance and sing right in front of me. Mainstream accentuates greed as though money is something that we actually need. Economy. The silent kill. Like being rich is a new survival skill. Yeah, sit on them stacks, but die in that silent hill. Because one day we will realize the dollar bill is not as real as the things we speak and feel. Because money is a drug and our new religion. That's why we use euphemisms to convey what we mean. Tired of not having the bread to invest in the cheese, because eating to live should simply be free. I watch as we feed machines and not human beings. Tired of being another cog caught in the dream. Because if they were really as big as they say, they would have the ability to make it rain, rain. That's why I stencil a sage and Aesop. Put my fingers to my temples and just say, woo-saw. Yeah. Tired of agitation when my cigarette pack is laying vacant while my lungs are in desperate need of sanitation. Tired of exaggeration. Tired of being one of the only ones sane enough to be himself but looked at like I'm crazy and in need of help. Tired of having only one moment to execute myself and deliver every thought. Put my brain on a stick, so you better hand it off till you get the point that I get my point across. Tired of having to watch my sister and brother-in-law clipping coupons when they could barely afford the house that holds the table they put the food on. That's why my fingers to my temples and I just say, but I can tell y'all I'm more tired than I've ever been. I'm tired and it's time to evacuate these residents that have taken residence in our head again. When the pelicans are fed, I am hella bent for bread. These elephants are malevolent and speaking with their hands. Or hooves. Or whatever the fuck they're called. I guess I'm not so much tired as I am appalled. So I'm drawing faces in the clouds. This next one's called flaws. I'm tired, but I face off every dawn, dead, dying decree. Desolate and desperate to eat about as much as I am to feed. But unfortunately, this is the season of the sea, and I'm just one exhausted carbon-made human being. I'm tired of running. Or maybe I'm tired from running. I'm tired, but at least I know I knew how to love something. So without sparing any motives, or giving any new thoughts, I pull my fingers to my temples and I just say, alright, thank you, that's my time right there.
More noise for Jabs. Representing Sub Hop. You are a professional human, that's what you are.
I just want to say, if you want to check out his music, go to SoundCloud/Jabs, Jabs. Check it out, download some stuff, support.
Green and Bone, selling art in the bag, also representing Sub Hop. We're about to take our 15-minute break.